The man across the street always seemed to be alone. I decided he was a photographer and probably a serial killer. That's what 5 months of solitude in a foreign city does to you. Nobody tells you what the first night feels like. Not the first day. Everyone talks about the first day. The arrival, the excitement, the feeling that everything is possible. But the nights, no one mentioned those. I arrived in Madrid on the 20th of March, a spring, but it didn't feel like it. The days were manageable. Classes, the city, new places to discover. But the nights were something else entirely. After dinner, I would sit in front of my laptop, trying to study. I couldn't. My head wouldn't stop. Not with worry, with the stories. It was like crushing the ocean had activated something, some part of my imagination that had been waiting for exactly this much silence to finally wake up. I couldn't hear my neighbors through the walls. In Madrid, people eat later. I have already finished dinner by 7, but they were just starting. Voices, pots, the smell of something cooking, and I would listen and give them faces, invent their conversations, put them inside of my stories without them ever knowing. There was a man across the street. He always seemed to be alone. I decided he was a photographer and probably a serial killer. I know, random. But that's what loneliness does when it meets imagination. It doesn't leave you empty. It fills you with other people's possible lives. The poem felt too small. The short stories felt too contained. There was something bigger inside me. Something that had been waiting for enough silence to finally wake up in self-knowing. I remember sitting alone on a Friday night. Everyone else somewhere I hadn't been invited. I realizing that what I was carrying inside wasn't a poem. It was a story, a whole one. I didn't write it then. I just let the idea exist. That's something loneliness teaches you. How to sit with something without rushing it. But in August, something changed. A new flatmate arrived from China. We discovered we shared the same birthday, the 27th of September. That year, I didn't spend my birthday alone. 3 people, a small table, nothing extraordinary. But after 5 months of silence, it felt like everything. There are things you can only find when you're alone long enough to stop looking. The idea of writing a book was one of them. I didn't know yet that it would take 2 more years to write it, or that I would publish in front the other side of the world. I just knew, for the first time, that I had something wrong saying, I even Noriko. I write a side of life no one talks about. This is the garden where things grow, including me. See ya.